You know why smart people are so easy to destroy? I watched a guy build his career for years. Brilliant. PhD. Solved problems no one else could. Then a new employee showed up. Quiet. Modest. He'd ask, "Could you explain that again? I'm not quite getting it." 6 months later, the genius was kicked out, and the quiet guy took his chair. And you know what the quiet guy told me over a glass of whiskey? Fools are easy to control. Smart people, even easier. Just let them feel smart. They'll destroy themselves. You just sit back and harvest. Today I'm going to show you that scheme from the inside. Not so you become a victim, but so you become the one who harvests. Let's be honest. Have you ever said the phrase, "Actually," or "I disagree," or just sighed with that "how do you not get it" look? If yes, you're already on the hook. Because people hate those three things more than open aggression. You think you're showing intelligence. In reality, you're handing your enemies weapons to use against you. Every time you shine, you lose. And the smarter you act, the faster you sign your own death sentence. But here's the twist. That quiet guy who asked, "Can you explain it again?" He was smarter than everyone else in that room combined. He deliberately looked stupid. Not because he was afraid, but because he knew the main law of power. As soon as people stop seeing you as a threat, they open up. They tell the truth. They show their weaknesses. They stop lying. And then he started gathering information that destroyed that genius's career 6 months later. Remember this name, the clever fool. It's not an insult, it's a title. And now you know who wears it. I used to be that genius myself. A few years ago, I walked into a room full of very smart people. Investors, top managers, former politicians. And I started proving myself. I quoted studies, argued with anyone who was wrong, showed I deserved a seat at that table. A month later, I was kicked out of a project worth $2 million. And my key idea, a new reporting system, was presented as his own a week later by the very person who fired me. I found out from a newsletter for the chosen ones that I was no longer on. I was furious. But then I understood. I didn't lose because I was stupid. I lost because I was visibly smart. So I decided to try the opposite. For a year, I played the fool, asked childish questions, said, "I'm not sure." Let others feel like geniuses. After 6 months, people secretly came to me for advice. After 3 months, I became the unofficial leader. I didn't get smarter. I just stopped looking smart. And now I'm going to break down the 3 levels of this strategy for you. Levels that turn intelligence from a target into a weapon. Level 1. The death of ego. Give up the need to be right out loud. Every time you correct someone in front of others, you don't become smarter. You become a threat. People don't like those who make them feel stupid, even if you're right, especially if you're right. Read that again. Are you ready today at your meeting not to correct someone who is wrong? If yes, you're already stronger than 90% of men. If no, your ego just defeated you. Playing the fool at this level means asking a question you already know the answer to, saying, "Not sure," when you're 200% sure. Staying silent when someone provokes you into an argument. That's not lying. That's armor. And one more thing. Stop using the phrases, "Actually, I disagree," and the sigh of superiority. They give you away completely. Level 2. Invisibility. A smart person never seeks the spotlight, because the spotlight is a stage, and on stage, you're vulnerable. The one who plays the fool sits where he can see everyone, but no one sees him. In a world where everyone shouts about themselves, the one who stays quiet and watches gets all the power. No one expects him. No one fears him. No one prepares to attack him. When you enter a room, make yourself barely noticeable. Ask something simple. Compliment someone else's idea. The scariest person in the room is not the loud alpha. It's the quiet guy, writing everything down in a notebook. Why? Because no one knows what he'll do with those notes. Level 3. Camouflage. Let them think you're stupid. The smartest person deliberately builds a reputation as a simple, naive guy. Why? Because no one expects a trick from someone they consider dumb. They trust him with secrets. They don't compete with him. They don't try to destroy him. Remember Odysseus, who pretended to be mad. Remember Socrates. I know only that I know nothing. People love feeling smart. Give them that feeling. Let them teach you, correct you, pat you condescendingly on the shoulder. Every piece of their teaching is a piece of their strategy that they lay out in front of you. And here's the main test. If your competitors call you a nice guy but a bit simple, you've won. If they call you dangerous, you've overplayed it, and it's time to drop the mask. The main fear? They'll actually think I'm a fool. Good. Let them think it, until your contract, your family, or your freedom is at stake. Then you take off the mask, and you strike first. Example. The guy everyone thought was a simpleton calmly pulled out 6 months' worth of recordings of every disloyal conversation at a board meeting. He wasn't fired. They gave him an office. Pretend while what's at stake is other people's opinions, reputation, status. But when the stakes are high, act fast, hard, without warning. The most dangerous opponent is the one who is underestimated. If you've played the fool correctly, everyone will underestimate you, which means you'll always strike from where they least expect it. How do you know you're doing it right? Check yourself. First, do colleagues say things in front of you that they wouldn't say in front of the boss? Second, are you rarely bothered by gossip because you're not dragged into it? Third, do you often hear the phrase, "You're too soft"? And does that phrase work as your armor? If you answered yes to all three, congratulations, you're no longer a victim. You're becoming the grey Cardinal, the one everyone knows, but no one fears. Or they fear him, but can't explain why. Because real power is invisible. You made it to the end. Remember the main thing. The world does not reward the smartest person. The world rewards the one who knows how to hide their intelligence at the right time. From now on, you don't prove, you observe. You don't argue, you win. The fool is the one who shouts about his intelligence. The smart one is the one who lets others think they're smarter and profits from it. Now you are that quiet guy, and no one will know what's in your notebook. Write one phrase in the comments. I am a clever fool forever. Don't do it for me. Do it for that guy in the mirror who's tired of being a target. If this video changed how you see strategy, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your silent game starts now. And remember, the clever fool always wins. Because no one expects a blow from someone they don't fear.